44 seconds.
Hi, hello. Oh, hello. It. Alrighty then. So, back actually. Okay. None of. Because since last time, I've actually activated the friends list and can actually join friends' games. Like, even though there's only like one server for Lifehold and for Conquest, so doesn't really matter. Wrong file. Give me a sec. At least this time I didn't accidentally reveal Elma's Elma's plot twist, like Elma's true form, unlike the one other time that I accidentally used this file. So used my original file, which I think by now funnily enough, I think my original file is actually less advanced than my current than the one I'm using for the streams. Because I think I actually have better like better builds overall. But anyway, that explains why I didn't have any friends. So yeah, you can join squads that belong to friends, and yeah.
Crashing the mobile house into artillery. How long have you been in the force?
Oh, whoa. Apparently a bunch of people have been scouting me. Huh. Oh, and I managed, okay, sweet. Too bad I didn't get too bad I didn't have any, huh. Anyway, let's go ahead and before we get started on everything, let's go and check out spirits and get all those notifications out of the way. Alrighty. Not quite. Like, I was thinking that one might have been an AI somnium reference, but not quite. Blue hair, yes, but hairstyle and blue skin, not quite. Anyway. Anyway.
40 seconds!
Ah! Oh, yeah. Might as well just add more to my intensifiers. Okay. Alright. Okay, I got 18 blade medals. So I did, yeah, during the movie night on, like, last week, I actually did I was actually grinding out some blade medals. So yeah. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and check the weather in Cauldros, because the last few bounty missions I have require specific weather. And clear. Okay. Also, it would probably help if I actually have a squad. So... well, let's see. Gwen is... I think Gwen is probably our furthest behind. So I'm probably gonna equip, grab... yeah, Nagi... Nagi, Gwyn, and Murderous. That's an odd combo, but hey. That's what makes it fun. Alrighty then. Alright, I'm just gonna haphazardly go through here and be like, Gwyn, there you are. There's Gwyn.
Hey there. Stay sharp out there.
Alright, okay, now we'll go ahead and grab Nagi. So after the last Xenoblade X stream, I actually did a little bit of research and found that apparently people really did not like the music in New Los Angeles for whatever reason, and so a mod was made for replacing music tracks in this game.
Need my help?
Like where
Shall we?
Like there's a mod where people can just straight up replace songs replace songs. And I dabbled in it a little bit because my Wii U is hacked or is homebrewed, so I could do stuff like that. And I tried to make it so that the overdrive music has the full version, the full 5-minute version, but apparently the overdrive music is it has a hard limit of how long the song plays before it loops. So yeah, can't quite. So yeah, not quite possible. Right, murderous.
Sir.
Alright.
Let's go.
Alrighty. So.
Hey.
I could do this, to get a little bit more affinity. More Boros crystals. So close. So close to getting. Anyway, so we can do that. Already do that. Just take advantage of these repeating quests. Oh. Never mind. Okay, so. Oh. Let's see now. Okay. What do we have there? Excuse me.
I feel like I'm on cloud nine today, you know? See, I was having this lousy streak where I was getting nothing but bronze cards, but then this Frothy customer came along and bought these med kits. I made Coda Ultra Regenerators, and I mean, she bought like fun, right? Do you want to know my very first thought after that? I thought after buying a wheelbarrow full of Mirrorlet cards. That client was an angel, you know. She said she made all her money from white gold she lifted off some unsavory types or something. I didn't ask why she needed all the med kits, though. I guess it's a mystery. Anyway, I told her how I was going to use her money to buy a real life Mirrorlight card in McMirror, right? So she asked, are those popular among the wealth of New LA? And I said, you don't have to be a whelp to appreciate these, I don't think. Anyway, as she walked off, I heard her mumbling that she might buy some for the kids. I wonder who she was. Anyone you know? You can joke that she...
The Empress of Card Collectors, the Rothian Brothers. Yeah.
Cool, you know? Oh, so she's a good guy then? Maybe she bought the med kits to help sick kids or something. In that case, I hope that the card packs you picked up as souvenirs were packed with tons of rare Mirrorlight cards. Don't you? That ought to put some smiles on their faces, I would think. My day got even better. It always feels great to do business with a good person, doesn't it?
And there we go. Excuse me. Let me see. We do have a mission over here.
Yes?
Aha, we have a mission right here. Oh, we got two missions here.
We successfully immigrated to New LA thanks to your help, Melissa. And I know you have aided many of my crimes since. You speak with confidence and sincerity. No doubt that is why we place trust in you so readily. I truly believe you are the only one to whom we can entrust this task. Please help us learn the true fate of Gold Wildcat. Goblaka was a divine being who existed on our homeworld. We are taught that he made the planet in the Sea of Wolves before giving birth to our ancestors. Research around the clock to uncover the nature of this holy entity as he existed before the day of rebirth. Yet most evidence of Goldbaga's civilization was lost, dissolved in the Sea of Wolves. However, I have recently learned that someone here on Mirror bears a piece of Goldbaga's legacy. I would like to ask you to go and accept that article from them. What do you say? Will you accept this task? Thank you. The article is currently in the hands of a Zarabaga named Tolura. He has been helped get a hand. When he's led a ganglion, he refused to accompany the rest of us. He's preferring instead to live alone in concerts. I do not what people demand in exchange for the article, but I have to secure it by any means necessary. One record of a lost civilization before ours could become the key to untold discoveries. They could reveal the secrets of my kind's origin, and more. It will help us to know our roots.
Alright then. But over here...
Now,
Here's the big guy. No, this is just like legend. Soon disaster will claim us all. It is true mighty giant fell to earth in Silverlum. I did knock down the Zoo 5. You were the one who bring it down, impressive. But this hails greater danger. On our planet, we had old legend. When giant falls to Earth, world will die and find life anew. Oh. Proud speak these words for 10,000 sons, pass them down through generations. Though few of Tree Clan or Cavern Clan remember, if legend is true, this world will die. Oh, panic! We respect ancient ways, unusual for Earth aliens. Regardless, we must ready for disaster. I have sent Warrior Watch to look for signs of change. Nemu, massive flood of beasts approaches. Is this and you foretold? A disaster comes at hands of sacred beasts. I have gathered Clan's warriors, but we are few. What can we do, Nemu? Legend says that single youth will rise, stand as ray of hope in darkness. Perhaps you are that hope, Earthalian. No. We can only pray it is so. Now save our world from becoming terror. Do I even... Have I just been drafted into this? Your bravery befits hero of legend. Now hurry to the field of battle. You cook up a music tale. Cover Clan, why you come here?
Do not bare your fangs, Tree Clan. I've not come to fight.
Many times the Cavern Clan said this. Many times the Cavern Clan has lied. Now go before I lose my temper.
I came to offer aid. I should have known better, stubborn tree fools. Then enough. I will look after myself. You can feed beasts for all I care.
We need no aid from Cavern Clan. Tree Clan protects our own. Go to plains outside East Gate. We meet coming beasts there.
Alright then, if you say so. Okay, so...
Cool!
So we got a few quests that we can do. So first off, we're gonna go to Cauldros and find that guy. The Zarabagan guy.
It's not like it's pressing or anything that we absolutely have to go. Like that we're gonna run out of time or whatever, right?
Anyway, up down here.
They just picked a losing.
Where you looking? Going all out. This is fun. I figured we'd win.
I guess
Okay.
that's that.
And there's a guy. And they look like they've seen better days. They definitely look like they've seen better.
Oh, now I've begun seeing things. But why would I see him? Like, why?
I would see a mirage human of all things. Very strange. Now the mirage is quite fascinating. It has been too long since my last default risings. I've gone through all the volts I sometimes. Now I answered your question, Mirage. Now I have the grace to vanish and whisk the smoke, keeping my eyes open to distinguish effort. But what was it? Not a mirage? You think I'm believing people exist with zero evidence to support it? You have to use a fool, right? Right. Well, if you're not vanishing, I may as well hold on long enough for one last conversation. Might have become your mirage. You're rude for a hallucination. What? Why do you want me to hand over Golanga's legacy, oddly productive for an illusion? But fine, bring me and Zergotype impact full of highly condensed voltage is yours. I stole it from their cathedral to prove Golanga never existed, but I don't suppose it matters now. I don't hold on soon that and other ambitions I hold. Okay, so, we need to go to Silverlum for this.
Yeah, we need to go to Silverlum, like all the way to the other side of Silverlum. Like we have to go pretty far when this guy is probably dying. Like I don't think you could really be too picky with what you eat. Or default. No. Well.
Let's get it close.
Now's your chance. Melee attack. Nice job.
I guess that's that.
Oh, we actually have to interact with this thing. Zero diamond from the shining crystal. Alright. Yeah. Alrighty. Now I'm just gonna do something. Because this looks like, I mean, since it's daytime right now, I think this would be a good time to, I mean, since it's on the way. Let's see if I can do this.
Attack it late. Follow my lead. I figured he'd win.
Don't mistake me for some empty suit.
Where? There's enough away, I mean, a tyrant around here. Specifically an OV, which is a very fluffy creature. Those are Bladas. Okay, maybe they're up here? That's not even a cliff, that's just a high area. That's a high ground. What? Oh. Well, that's Tyrant.
Critical look. See you later. Nice job. Nicely done.
Nope.
I'll pin him down. Give me some
Blast
cover
that
fire.
guy. Here. Those are Leffixes. Oh, wait. Oh, those are all soldiers.
They just picked a losing battle.
Okay, whatever. Alright, let's go and deliver this item. Just fly over this way, and
They just picked a losing battle. I'll pin him down. Give me some cover fire.
I'll blast a hole.
Grenade blitz.
Appendage destroyed. Follow the lead. Nice job.
Target
Shackle
neutralized.
Smasher!
Returning to standby.
Okay. Just like that.
Go on. Alright. Strong molten waves nearby. Oh, I feel molten feeling. Like feeling every inch of my body. It's like it's the raw floors of the Deserto Diamond. Ah, ah. Huh? You're the mirage I saw. Wait, did you decree it? It makes you. I don't know that I've ever felt so thoroughly full of warmth. Means I don't know what to keep. This disc is what you're after, is it not? Take it. So I still don't understand why human would survive. What? I don't know what hand it to you so easily. It's not too late though. For you see, if a Cobanga fanatic like him gets his hands on it, he'll spread dangerous rumors. So just hand it back to me. Do that, and I'll prove once and for all Cobanga doesn't exist. Just checking real quick. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go with my gut and just say no. Blindly believing it and something nobody's ever seen. Finite ticket. But I'll tell you now, the only thing you're going to prove is what's on there and that Cobanga never existed.
I mean, better have them face the truth than hide it from them. Alright, I can't teleport a skull down here, so I need to park it so I can actually go use the fast travel. Like that.
Yes?
Hey, T-Rexel. Oh, well.
Okay.
Anyway, okay. Well. Oh. Stupid giant gangling warship is hanging around north of the symbol of some nice friend should bring it down before it brings down sails. Uh-huh. Fascinating.
Then tomorrow's the Comando's legacy to you. I did not. Then this contains a record of the lost era of Bomaga. My heart is racing. I think I will finally know the face of the one who gave us life. I was set about investigating it to find us down. The long concealed truths regarding Bomaga will soon be brought to light. Trouble. It seems I can't be viewed in a state. I doubt anyone but Killaran could manage to get past something this complex. I am most truly sorry for shifting favor upon favor, but can I ask you to show this to a Zarbon named Killaran and ask him to unlock it? He travels there performing molten geological surveys, so I'm afraid he won't be easily found. I apologize for being inconvenient, but please, we're about one final step away from learning the truth about Gowanga.
Alright, back to college as we go. And we're getting a lot of, airplane miles, airport miles, air travel miles that we're about. Alright, so, down this way.
Crap, looks like they saw us.
Okay. Two Irans right here.
Don't say that. I wasn't on this spot. Don't bring but that's the indigent. Yeah. It's the sort of place what comes without a reason. You came looking for me. They want that gift you could have done. Man, this moment is no model that is no model that familiar. I should be able to open it up so it shouldn't take too long. I need to make this quick from world, but if you happen to go hunt the Santo down the stuck in the area, good, you're waiting on it, appreciate it. That thing is really handy in the bedroom be a few times. That's not even a survey. It's a real problem. I suppose I've been sitting there locked and waiting for you when you get back to your mind. Yeah.
Alrighty then. So, back to business. Let's go.
Hang on! They just picked the losing back.
Cannon open. Going all out. Sentry flying.
I mean, that was fast. Nope.
You got him. Dog, you finally make some real progress with my survey lab. I work with half my finished stuff here. Your kids are decrypted and ready to go. It looks like they're all dead on the third before the day of the cross. Turn to silver clips in the physical market and page and set apart a bit that I'm curious. I'm not the one that made it, and I know that it is doing the most of that. Captain American senators in the land and making it easier to carry out the mission. Now, you'll excuse me, I still have a lot of land to let the survey. I'm ready to walk over and go back and get in.
I don't know what it was even doing, trying with that voice. Alright, so... A little sleepy, actually. I'm actually because for once I actually got up early. Or got up at a good, decent hour. Like, you know, 8:30 in the morning. And right now it's 10:30 p.m. So yeah.
Hey!
Well,
I have to go look at this. I see that something's invisible now. Thank you so much. Oh my god, I can promise you that your name will go down in Zarbine history alongside the results of this crucial research. Now start up please, see. Oh, wow. This is so hard. Never dreamed to find such a wealth of information attached.
It appeared to be look kind of human.
What? Well, seeing the true face of Golvaga just came like something of a shock. It took a moment to process, but you can put explanation. It's either going to cause itself. Yeah. So this doesn't contain a record of Golvaga's appearance. It seems that many Golvagas existed in a previous civilization and many kinds of them. What's more, but those who first my kind and lost soon and born they were nothing at all like that. In fact, they looked like humans. At present, I can't even begin to understand what the implications of that might be. I'll need to spend more time with the data on this first. Regardless, thank you for all your assistance.
Huh. So now we know. Yeah. Learn something.
And if I may, one final question before you go. Was your first blanketed in the same beauteous and purity as the dune?
I mean, it did have pollution.
The same, such a paradise once existed.
I'm not sure paradise, like, I mean, it's polluted, but it's also not, like, covered in it, I don't think.
You think you should be well proud of your homework. Hearing that suggests a similarity exists between your kind and our kind on the border. There's to dig up everything beneath the soil and then lay waste to all above it. And finally, in the end, to create us. Perhaps we ever look to humans to refine their ways until we can become as a second race of Golvagas to my kind.
So, yeah, I guess we just learned that the creators of, or that Badoon was very Earth-like, I guess. Or once had humans, but then there was a lot of pollution that led to the creation of the Zarabagon.
well.
And second coming of Golvaga, I see you are busy with your usual desiring, digging and destroying. Sadly, it appears this material you call uranium is there's some food for the molten thing. Please do try to find a better material. One that may emit poison gas when more refined and creates toxic byproducts, but even used in manufacturing. and know that no matter how deeply it pollutes, we stand at the ready to do both sides.
Huh. I guess it's comforting to know that, like, this guy will clean, like, that they'll be able to clean it up, but where do you draw the line at finding more pollutants?
What?
Anyway, we did have another quest that we do. Ancient Legends. Oh,
What
and
about babies? You guys got any babies?
maybe. There is another thingy over this way. Oh. And, yeah. Should probably climb.
Right there. Ending.
Okay.
About that.
Sunbarak. I would greatly appreciate your patience while I explain my plight. I understand this is sudden, but hesitation on your part is natural. Casual small talk to eat, tension and build rapport has never been my strongest suit. Professional! Government is poised to accept a representative of the city's xenoform residents. Oversight for the election of this individual has been entrusted to the Orf. At present, we have asked the Manon and Nopon populations to put forward a candidate chosen by internal consensus. It is here that things went awry. The Manon took to the political process most eagerly, and their candidate, a fellow named Adapin, presently leads the race. However, the policy platform Adapin has proposed is quite beyond our comprehension. All food reserves are to be converted to pizza. Payment for all contracts is made in pizza. He has also proposed a pizza tax to be levied upon all pizza-based transactions. Huh? I'm sorry, what? Many people aspire to broad-minded inclusiveness, but I'm afraid this platform simply does not reflect the desires of all new non-human residents. Adapin is adamant in taking its policies for faith accomplices, and has begun buying up pizza parlors all over the city. The elven within me cries out that something must be done to avert this disaster. Which brings me to my point. It appears that dissuading Adapin at this time will be quite impossible. So we have decided to undermine his campaign. Oh. I understand how this action could seem to violate the sanctity of the democratic system. However, we also feel that allowing our first elected official to represent us so poorly is an equally unacceptable option. I wonder if I might not have your assistance in this. Other ideas. Certainly we considered them. For instance, we thought of using the nature of Orphean reproduction to multiply until we became an unbreakable voting bloc. But heedlessly increasing our numbers presents a host of problems that my race would very much prefer to avoid. In this case, forcing the Manon to stand down is in the best interests of all races. We plan to depose Adapin using drugs. Please do not mistake our intentions. We aren't about to poison anyone. The drug in question is a traditional Orphean compound that dulls judgment and makes the subject adopt an extremely positive outlook. Put simply, it makes them agree to literally anything. And who would trust a politician willing to say yes to anyone or everything and anything? This could only end well. So I frankly question the sense of anyone who trusts a politician proposing something called a pizza tax, but I digress. As an example of our plan, we might propose that the pizza tax be banned forever, at which point he would voice immediate support. He would lose all of his erstwhile supporters, and his campaign will be dead in water. That is the sort of scenario you can assist us with gathering the ingredients required to make this compound. The two ingredients we currently lack are 1 Civicaceres mushroom and 5 sturdy drake bones. I would ask you to gather those ingredients and return here to me. I do not think it is an overstatement to say that this mission has amazing ramifications for all of nearing citizens. Let us bend the path ahead toward a better future for all. So about that, it was a pleasure to see you. Have you made progress? Here are the stuff. Perfect, these are indeed the ingredients we need. We shall begin crafting the compound immediately. The process is short. I shall return in but a moment. Thank you for your patience. The drug is complete. Now, all that remains is to have it and ingested. Also, yeah, pizza tax. That's already a strong contender for the raid message. Basically, it just tasteless and odorless by nature, so there's nothing use the most simple method. So bringing it into a man's home for the stone shed, not to mention the scandal as such as ever were discovered. I would grumble of the man's daily habits. A grasp of the man's daily habits. We can observe him to see if a convenient opening exists, a habit of eating out, etc. If I could impose upon you the task of determining the timing and method to introduce a drug into his food, I would be most grateful. Fail and meet all face the tyrannical age of pizzas, the likes of which sentient life has never known. The future of civil society hangs in the balance. Please accept this noble mission. So we can find him in the app. So we can find him at in three different times. Interesting. Okay, so literally just so this is not the choice that makes any difference. So let's go ahead and just go and do what we can right now. So we can go to Adapin at Ishmael Hills in the afternoon.
Now it's rhyme time!
Hello.
Hey!
Is everything okay over here? So he's not eating right now, so we can't quite. Okay, so we can't quite do anything. Can't really get him to eat it. So we'll wait for the. I guess we'll wait. We'll go and find him at night at the delayed concourse. I know we're supposed to go to breakfast time, but more dialogue, you know? Can never have enough dialogue. Also, I don't know what's up with me be over there. Wait. Just gonna yeet myself across the screen like that. Up, and
Hey,
there he is. I'm feeling great after that piece of breakfast at Rose Moss. It's something like one of their pies to prepare you for the hard day at the campaign trail, you know? Okay, never mind. Never mind, he says the same thing. Alright, let's go and,
so listen.
let's go
Why don't
ahead
you check it
and
out?
set it to morning then. Alrighty then, so... West Belleville Street.
Hey, listen.
Alright, well, let me see. Alright, over here.
Listen.
Huh, apparently those, like, the collision on that is a little odd.
This morning's breakfast pizza was amazing, wasn't it? Now I'm all queued up for a day of sausage beaches. Who are you, a supporter here to cheer me on, maybe? Oh wow, that does look tasty, doesn't it? Well, go ahead and sprinkle it on, and don't be stingy. Why? If I'm elected to the provincial government, everybody wins, don't they? You Blades will get paid in pizza, won't you? Which is delicious, isn't it? So where's the problem? Humans love pizza, so that's the end of the argument, right?
I mean, he has a point, but,
Tasty. Woo! Drums of my pizza. This new topic is gonna be awesome, isn't it? I can't wait to try it. Stuff. That new topic doesn't have any flavor, does it? It also smells like nothing. Which means my pizza tastes great, just like always. Right? Now I'm super full and super charged to go about the people's business. That's the good of the big fountain on East Belleville Street. And start preparing for my big speech. We have nothing to fear but a lack of pizza, yes? That's just a taste. Yes, taste pizza? Anyway, we'll see you later, friend. Or sooner, if you're a supporter coming to listen.
okay. Well, good luck with that, brother.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen. Hey, dude. Listen. Hey. Anyway, I'm just running down the street. Who's gonna stop me? Huh?
No.
Who's gonna stop me from
Okay,
running down
well-
the street towards traffic, huh? Cause I'm invincible. Oh boy. This is gonna be interesting.
Lend me your ears, okay? Humans are great at most of the time, but some of them like to make fun of us men on, right? Oh, never again. If you would like me to represent you, I'll advance our agenda aggressively and effectively, you know? They'll never underestimate us again. But yes, there will also be those who foolishly claim that pizza is not the answer to every problem, won't they? Won't there? And they will demand we abandon our pizza platform in favor of laissez-faire economics, whatever that is. But my response to them will be both firm and clear, won't it? Will we compromise? Will we budge even 1 single inch from our goal? Maybe? Goals, maybe? Yes, we will! They'll say we're making a mockery of politics, won't they? But are we? We sure! They'll say men are wholly unqualified to lead, no? But are we? They'll say a system of government built on pizza is ridiculous, yes, but is it? Yes, it is! Okay, actually that's even better. Yeah.
Behave!
It's that unwavering conviction that will force New Orleans government to embrace our policies, isn't it? Can you hear me in the back? Is this thing on even? What's wrong? Why are the awkward looks? And we still haven't even gotten to the branching path. But the branching path is right before we talk to Sunbarak. We just need to we need to talk to Sunbarak, which will then lead to a branching path.
I'm glad you returned, O bringer of light to our dark future. Everything has gone perfectly thanks perfectly thanks to your efforts. A fleet of reporters mobbed the Dappin after his speech. You can imagine the result when he eagerly confirmed every suggestion they threw out. I feel sorry for the fellow, of course, but this is the future of all. This is the future of all. We all will remember his sacrifice always. Now that Dappin has dropped out, the Nopon representative has finally begun campaigning in earnest, after much urging from us. He shall be giving his first speech here today. I hope you will attend and hear what he has to say. Ah, here we are. I believe he is set to begin. This is Kapopo, the Nopon candidate. Hello, what do you know? Kapopo is representative of Nopon. If Kapopo is elected to serve on professional government, he do many fine things. First thing Kapopo do is establish Nopon tax. That means all Nopon shopping in ULA pay negative 80% tax rate. I'm in. This daring new policy sure to bring massive economic growth to Nopon. Government by Nopon, of Nopon for Nopon. This promise of Kapopo. And by promise, Kapopo means thing forced on everyone else. I'm in. So vote for Kapopo. Yeah. I do not even have the words. This is no better than the man on platform. Perhaps it's like expectations that are unreasonable. Even if the specific rhetoric is a bit unbalanced, having someone within the government advocating for xenophone rights issues is exactly what really matters. It's dialogue that emerges from this process, which will guide the future of the city's government. What are your thoughts? Is the Nopon a viable candidate? Well, let's see what happens if we propose us rather than the Nopon. That is not. We have never considered such a thing. My race represents an extremely small minority. I'm afraid we simply cannot expect the same volume of votes as the Manon or Nopon candidate. That fact is what forced us to adopt more indirect measures. If I thought the support was there, it might be something to consider. However, it feels like a less than realistic hope. So, now that it is on the table, would you mind asking some of the city's representatives how they feel about the possibility of an Orphean representative? I would very much appreciate it. If enough support is present across racial lines, we will accept the will of the people and announce our candidacy. Alright, so we'll just go and achieve all objectives.
About that.
So first, there's actually we can actually do.
You see?
We can go ahead.
Hey.
Yes?
Because there's someone.
Huh?
Well, actually. Oh wait.
Huh?
Okay, so in the Manon ship, there's.
Yes?
We either listen to. We
Okay.
can gather. We need to gather information. Down here.
Now.
Yeah,
Oh.
well,
If the couple comes in represented, then Nopon might take over New LA, don't you think? We should put on a rational xenophonic control. Maybe an Orphean? No, that's a Manon talking. Huh. Okay, let's go to the industrial district. Now, just need to find some people and listen in. Though, wouldn't it make more sense to have a representative from all racial lines, or from each of the species? You know, like Mass Effect. Mass Effect did with the Citadel Council. You know.
Hey.
Would probably be an Orphean. Probably one to listen to the opinion of all the other Xenoforms. I mean, then again, it is easy to just point at Mass Effect and say like, "Hey, do this Xenoblade."
Really?
Xenoblade X. But they're very different games.
Well,
They both so different niches. So do we break into people's houses to listen in on them and hear about their political opinions? Or do we walk down the street? Well, that Menon is still hanging around on the thingy bobber, basketball hoop. Ay, ay, ay.
Listen.
No. I decline.
Well.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Listen.
There's hope.
guess what?
Huh. Huh, fascinating. Where in the world is this person that we need to talk to? Or this person we need to spy on so we can figure out what people think about politics around here. You know, like a normal person does. Like a sane, like what people do. Now then. There you are. They have their quirks, like every other place in the galaxy, but the Orcs are free of greed and gluttony, so overall I have a good impression of them. Alrighty, so let's go.
Hey.
That's right, yeah?
Your report.
I've eagerly awaited your return. What do the people have to say? Truly, they hold us in such high regard. I see. To back away now would be an insult to those who place their faith in us. And an insult to you as well, considering how much support you're offered at every stage of the process. We will not let those efforts go to waste. We will match them with our own. Very well. We shall strive to do our very best. We do our best to fairly represent all of our fellow Xenoborn citizens of Duale, assuming an Orphean is elected, of course. And we will also dedicate ourselves completely to this campaign beginning today. We seek only a brighter future for all races, humans included. severity of the Orf shall spare no effort in achieving this mission. So that's all good. That's all well and good.
A praiseworthy
Right, this is without fandom.
Yes. Splendid.
Thanks to the efforts of Conduar and yourself, the Dinner for Water Cultivation Project success. Later, the Orf, I would like to speak to your representative. Even maybe afraid probably once the report is reached. Count on you and helping the Orf.
Yes. What about me?
Gave me the confidence to enter the election. With support from a wide variety of cities residents, I was ultimately chosen to serve as a single form representative. I hope to secure the help of my former rivals, Kapopo and Daphne. Together we can transform New LA into a utopia where peoples of different planets can live together as equals. What humans achieved on Mira was nothing short of a miracle, and I assure you that I intend to accomplish no less myself. So, yeah, that's all good, but, I mean, that's not, I mean, come on. I mean, come on, that Napon come on, Kapopo made some really good points, you know? Like, very good points in that speech. Like, I don't see any negatives whatsoever with that. I mean, negative tax for Napon? Like, sign me up. Woo! And it should also be a nice boost to the economy of Napon. I mean, Napon or Napon. Like, we just, I don't see how anyone could disagree that this is, the best solution. Come on. Like, is a Napon representative really gonna be that bad? I mean, come on. Do we really want to trust a guy that's, trust someone who would have, who would resort to sabotage? I waited your return, bringing our light and dark future. Anyway, so. This piece is kind of small. What do you think about is that much Napon tax? Oh, Napon shop? Yeah, Napon shopping in New LA paying negative 80% tax rate. Like, that is, come on, that is beautiful. Massive economic growth to Napon. Yeah, woo! Yeah, you got my vote! You got my vote, Kapopo! Woo! I do not even have the words! Ay. Yeah, it'll be fine! Right then, we shall just keep faith that we've done the proper thing. And naturally, sending Kapopo as our government representative is not the end of our effort. All of us shall continue to support his work regardless of race, both to further establish our rights and to foster a deeper partnership with humans. Your efforts in making this possible has been most immense. I thank you on behalf of all New LA folks. Thank you. Alright, so the Anon candidate was taken care of, and a Napon candidate chosen as a spokesperson is dead. Instead, woo! Yeah! Napon! Woo! We definitely need, Like, it's the best outcome, clearly. Yeah. Increasing our population has also left us facing increased conflict with both human and other beings who live on the ship. Yeah. A provisional 20% knock-on tax has been implemented, and everyone on the mainland ship is sharing the cost of providing the discount. This has caused knock-on to begin spending their accumulated savings, which is an unexpected bonus. A lot of companies are raking in so much profit that they don't even seem to care about the tax. This Kapopo may turn out to be a competent representative after all. I shall continue to support his future policy proposals with all the further I can muster. Huzzah! See? The knock-on tax worked out. Yeah, the 20% tax, like, a 20% tax discount has been, worked out perfectly. Best plan. Yep.
That's right, yeah?
Yeah. Whoo-wee. Alright, let's see. We could probably do some. Gonna be right back. I need to stretch a little bit and get some water. Herb. And we're back.
Thank you.
Alright, let's go. And look who's joined us.
I feel great. Let me at him. You ready? Ready? Here I come. On the stride. Here I come.
There we go. Found one.
Destroy.
Found it.
Close the gap. I dare you and destroy. Are you using aura? Overdrive. Here I come. Ghostwalker. Starting slap. Glider.
I should probably stop using Ghost Walker.
Wearing him down. Aim for the weak point. Now close the gap. Tornado blade. Bruce Freeman. Destroy. It's gonna take time to bring them down.
Right. Trying to be back.
Offensive stance! Metal Freeman! Yes! Yeah, melee attack!
I really hope someday we can get the other nemesis. Like unless I have to like maybe I just have to spend an entire day just spend an entire day doing a bunch of or just like dedicate a few days, like literally like entire days just so we can get the other boss possibly. Because there's a second nemesis boss that we still have yet to see. So much damage.
Hope you're ready. gonna take time. Blossom Dance. Assault Hammer. True Streamin'. Frozen Remix. No holds barred. Now close the gap. No. I take this. Destroy. Yes. Now melee attack. Sorry. Slaughter. Blasting right through. Slider.
Last one.
Combat wearing him down. Ready to the wheel. You amazing. You want us? Hope you're ready for this. Slider. Next. No holds barred. No. Take this. Nailed it. Now melee. Stand. I am gonna destroy you. Take this. Rock us up. Gonna take time. Frozen down. Next. No holds barred. I know. Take this. Assault Hammer. Straight home. So now sorry. Close the gap. Slaughter him. Fencing stand. I am gonna destroy it. Frozen. Next. Rock and roll. No holds barred. Take this. How about a little change of pace? You know what I mean. We won't get a moment's rest. Assault Hammer. Locked on. Wearing him down. Now melee attack. Weak point. I will destroy you. Now close the gap.
And okay. Alright. Alright, sweet. Alright, so how well did we do? Well, we got over 80. 2405! Oh, man. Yeah, 2405. That is, so if we do the math on...
On that,
if we were to keep doing that, it would only take about 900 tries. Just 900 rounds. Over the course of 8 minutes. So yeah, so you can multiply that by 8, and then divide that by 60, and yeah, 124 hours. Easy. Yep. Mhm. Yep. Mhm. Or 5 days. Big sad. Big sad.
You've unleashed my inner animal. Grrr!
Grr.
What do you say? Hey there. Go us! Go us! Hup. Nice work. You seriously rock. We did it. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh boy, we're
Jeez. What do you say? Nice work. What do you say? Over here.
I'm just gonna salute up this wall. It would take a lot of effort, but yeah, it would take a lot to be able to take out to be able to actually put an end to this threat, or to actually end this Telethia. Wait.
You ready? Yes, here I come. Okay, fire! Ready? Aura's ready. Let's go. Make this our go. Walker. Dish out the attack. Destroy.
Up and
Using Aura. Assault hammer. Lock them down. Heart them all.
and okay, this person's destroying all these appendages. You hate to see it.
Gonna take time to see them through.
Oh wait, there's a. I saw one. I keep seeing it, but I can't get it. Don't lock on. There you are. I'll just keep wailing on this. Just keep going to town on this appendage and just hope they do not destroy it. Dang it, I missed. Missed the opportunity. Oh, frick. Oh, frick. It's gonna go. Oh, got it. I keep missing the melee soldiers. Long time.
melee attacks. Here comes the break. Nailed it. Now wearing him down. Ready to dish out. Take this. Assault hammer. True. Treatment. I want the dance. Now. Yes. Got him. True. Treatment. I'm gonna destroy it. Hold still. Nailed it. Now failing. True. Treatment. No. Ready to dish out this. Lots of fire. Gonna take time. Now. Wilson. Moments. No holds Roger. Nice feeling. Take this. Now assault hammer. I am amazed and destroyed. For us, assault hammer. Dish out the fire. Fire. Come out and go. Roger. I am Wilson. Moments noise. Assault hammer. Roger. You know it. Take this. Now there. I am Wilson. Now take this. Assault hammer. Where is that? Aim for the weak buttercup. Gonna take time. Hope you're ready for this. Blossom dance. Go me. Assault hammer. I am gonna destroy. Now melee attack. Blossom dance. I am gonna destroy. Assault hammer. Buttercup. Gonna take time to bring them down. You ready? Overdrive. Blossom dance. And now
There we go.
missile.
Woo! I kind of wish we could see how much damage we each individually did, because just for bragging rights, you know, just to be like, hey, I did the most or whatever. Hey, we did a bit more, so did a little bit more damage with another person. So that's nice. That's cool. That's cool and nice. It's cool in school. Mary Alexa, don't mind if I do. Whatever.
You've unleashed my inner animal. Grr! Amazing! Wow! Thank you! We did it! Thanks! Go nice us! Go us! Wow! Amazing! Jeez! Wow! Amazing! Okay. Huh. Hey there. Hey there. Hey there. Hey there. Over here. Jeez.
I pledge my allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, and justice for all. I'm pretty sure that's how the pledge goes. I remember having to do
I'll strike first. Attack at range. You ready? To the ground. Here I come. Appendage destroyed. Follow with a melee attack. Ghost Walker. Offensive stand. How about a little change of pace? You know what I mean. Sky High. Slider. Assault Hammer. Hard Driver. Weaken them more. Offensive stand. I feel amazing. Assault Hammer. Using auras. Burning. We're wearing them down. Aim for the weak point. Bruce Freeman. Assault Hammer. You ready? Overdrive.
Have to cut the block and dash short, otherwise I'm going to lose my combo.
Yes. Now melee attack. Blossom Dance. We're wearing them down. I am gonna destroy. Now close the gap.
I'm gonna destroy them.
Oh, you're ready. I am gonna destroy. Now chance. Melee attack. Stand. Combat missile. I know it was quick. Take this. Show off. Lock us up. Gonna take time to bring them down. Assault Hammer. True Demon. Sky High. Assault Hammer. Glider. Close the gap. Glider. Combat destroy. Blossom Dance. Close in. Smash. No rock up. It's gonna take time to bring them down. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Nobody's taking us down. Offensive now, melee attack. I'm gonna destroy blast hole right through. We're wearing them down. Aim for the weak point. Use an aura. Assault Hammer. True Extremist. Frozen. No hold bar. I'm gonna destroy you. Lock us up. Assault Hammer. Oh, so sorry. No, potato fly down. Crimson Stand. I feel amazing. Assault Hammer. Glider. Assault Hammer. Ready to go rocker. They won't get a moment's rest. Bruce Freeman. I'm gonna destroy you. Blossom Dance. Blossom Dance. Yes. Now melee attack. Oh man. Oh man. Bruce Freeman. Lock us up. Gonna take time. Bruce Freeman. Close in. Smash. No star. Take this. You ready? Overdrive. Here I come. Oh yeah. I'm wearing them down. Blossom Dance. I'm gonna destroy you. Lock us up. Gonna take time to bring them down. Assault Hammer. Nobody's taking us down. Assault Hammer. Take Blossom Dance. Bruce Freeman. I'm gonna destroy you. Blossom Dance. Assault Hammer. True Streamin'. Bruce Freeman. Assault Hammer. Gonna take time to bring them down. You ready? Nobody's taking us down. Blossom Dance. Blossom Dance. Go me. Close the gap. I'm gonna destroy Benson Stand. I feel amazing. Blossom Dance. Take this.
Like, it's just a dream of mine to be like, because I would love it if I could actually show the other nemesis in this. But I have a feeling that in order to achieve that, in order to actually get a chance to fight the other nemesis, we have to defeat the Celestia, like actually take down all of its RP. And it only makes me wish I had more sway with, like, had more social threat or something, or whatever, or more social sway to be able to have people sort of to ask people, hey, can everyone play Xenoblade X and grab their completed files and grind this nemesis fight for hours on end?
It's gonna take time to bring them down. No, us down. Take this. Go me. Now close the gap. I'm gonna destroy you. Exit down. I feel amazing. Assault Hammer. Using aura. Sorry. Slaughter him. Ready to dish out the attack. Go me. Now close the gap. Close it. Down. No hope. I know. Just take this.
Anyway,
Wearing them down. Lock them down. Aim for their weak point. Assault hammer. It's gonna take time to bring them down. Close it. Ready? Let's do this in one bar. Take this. Nailed it. Now nail it. Now close the gap. I know what I take this. Destroy. Tornado flame. Assault hammer. True. Streetness. It's gonna take time to bring them down. Assault hammer. Another tornado flame. Let go of me. Now close the gap. I am gonna destroy this. Now's your chance. Close it. No, red chance to show off. Assault hammer. Take this. Wearing him down. Aim for the weak point. Now close the gap. I am gonna destroy you. Now's your chance. Assault hammer. I was waiting for a chance. Ready? Show off. Do this in one shot. Lock on. Now nailed it. Now dead. Assault hammer. Ready? True. Nailed it. Take this. Frozen. No hold bar. I know. Take this. Assault hammer. Drive us up. It's gonna take time. Lock them down. Assault hammer. True. Street it. True. Assault hammer. You're wearing him down. Now aim down. Melee attack. Assault hammer. Deal him down. Are you using auras? Frozen. Ready to street it. Assault hammer. Close the gap. I am gonna destroy you. Nailed it. It's gonna take time to bring them down. I know. Take this. Overdrive. Here I go. Lock them down. Assault hammer. Let go. Now close the gap. I am gonna destroy you. Bruise frozen. Yes. Now melee and bar.
and
Take this.
Anyway, so my head is actually I don't know what it is with I don't know what it is with Xenoblade X, but for some reason on Fridays I just lately on Fridays I just been feeling kind of just. But hey, we did get some progress done. We did get some thingies, and yeah. But yeah, let's check our affinities. Oh, Nagi's finished. Alright, let's go and... Okay, we still need L. And Alexa. So, yeah, let's go replace Nagi with Alexa then. But in the meantime, what's gonna be our raid message? We got 2 hours done, so that was. But yeah. Well, I do feel like I'm trying to like stuff not as much into these as I used to, or I feel like I'm not doing as much as I used to in these streams. But hey.
Hey!
Like at this point, I'm just.
Can't wait to strap into this thing.
I don't know. Alright, so, yeah. So yeah, well, let me, okay, just in case Cauldros decides to do an electromagnetic storm. I don't think it will, but just you never know.
sometimes. You never know that, I mean, that sometimes it's just gonna be like, you know what I mean? But, okay. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, I think we already figured it out. Figured out what our... We're gonna go with hashtag pizza tax. Sentinels. That's a game I really should play. Like I have it. Like I got it. Like I got it at a reduced price. I just don't want to stuff too many different projects. Like maybe I mean maybe I could do like another weekly project. Like maybe after the Xenoblade stuff. Like after the Xenoblade 3 movie stuff, which, by the way, tomorrow we're going to be doing another movie night for Chapter 2 of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So look forward to that. As long as I'm awake, you know.
Anyway, so Xenoblade, since we rated her, so rate her, I don't. Yeah, we're gonna go raid Prime, and yeah, with hashtag pizza tax. So yeah, yeah, we got a few quests done, and we raised our affinity, and we even got a few, and yeah, I might. Like reduce focus on Nemesis glitch in the future since it's like yeah. But yeah, I mean like it's just a nice fun way to just do some like just do unlimited damage basically. But anyway, so that's gonna be it for tonight. Have a good night everyone, God bless, and I'll see you next time.